A parent's biggest dread when going out with their toddler is the possibility of a massive meltdown, especially in front of strangers. Imagine you are at a mall or a restaurant or a public transportation service, and your toddler is throwing things and kicking and shouting and crying, and you are at a loss. So the many faces can make the situation more embarrassing and difficult to handle and overwhelming for you. And the best way is to know how to deal with toddler tantrums in public and be prepared for it. Hello, my name is Betty and this is Wholesome Parenting. Thank you so much for being here. So when you're going out with your toddler, you want to be preventing a tantrum more than you want to deal with one. And a toddler will always give you cues when they're about to throw a tantrum and to have a meltdown. So they will maybe start whining or asking for things, or pulling your hand, or a little crying here and there, and you can tell that is a tantrum coming, and if you do nothing about it, then it will happen. So one way to prevent a toddler tantrum, it is to distract them. So the minute you notice the little cues that they're giving you, like they're whining or requesting for things, the first thing to do is to distract them. Like, take their mind away from what they're asking. So find something interesting for them, maybe something that they like, and distract them immediately. And then before leaving home, make sure that they have eaten and they're full and they have slept, because most times when a toddler is throwing a tantrum, it is because they are tired or they are hungry. So if they are already full and they have slept, then they are at their best performance. So they will not, the possibility of throwing a tantrum is a little lower. But that doesn't guarantee that a tantrum will not happen. So when it happens, what do? First, it is to take your attention away from people, because of course the many faces will make you feel embarrassed, and some judgmental looks could make you feel like you've failed as a parent, but that shouldn't move you. Your toddler at that time is your focus. So don't focus on other people, don't let them distract you. Secondly, make eye contact with your toddler, because at that time they are trying to grab your attention. So when you make an eye contact with them, you've given them your attention, and most times they will come down immediately after you give them your attention. So make eye contact with them and try to talk to them and see whether they can actually tell you what they want. Thirdly, if your attempt to speak to them did not work, then it is time for a physical touch. You can hug them, and hug them really tightly. Actually, most of the time, this is what they want. They want you to hug them, and maybe an assurance of your security and protection, but hugging them can actually calm down even the worst of them. So you hug them and hug them tightly and help them to cool down, like stop kicking or stop shouting or stop throwing things away. This will make it easy for you to talk to them once they have calmed down, and of course they will tell you exactly what they need. Finally, and I think this is very important, it is for you to keep your cool, like remain calm. I know when you're dealing with a toddler tantrum, it is very difficult to keep calm, because they are testing your nerves, they are testing you to the worst of it, and it is easy to get angry and frustrated, and you could shout back. But keep your calm. I know they tell us dawa ya moto ni moto, but it doesn't work like that with a toddler. You cannot now bring your anger into the mix, because that will escalate the matter and make the situation even more complicated for you, and you will be at a loss. So when your toddler is throwing that tantrum, be calm and resolve it calmly, and they will actually reason with you at that point. So after the tantrum, you have managed to calm them down, they have spoken to you, but what do you do now? Do you give in to what they are telling you? Or, for example, say you are the swings and they are playing and they don't want to get off of it, they don't want to go home with you. What do? So after you've calmed down their tantrum and everything is well, you've tried to distract them and all that, first don't give in to their to their tantrum. Don't give in to their request, because if you really wanted to go home, you should go home. Yeah, so don't give in to them. Like, what you have said, let it remain as you have said. So if you have said let us go home, then it is time to go home. And then, because the moment you actually agree to what they're asking you, they will know, because toddlers are very intelligent, they will know that, so for you to do something for me, I have to throw that tantrum. So every time they want something from you, they will scream and shout, and make it messy so that you give in to them, and that is the way of raising a spoiled child. So don't give in to their demands, don't give in to what they're asking you. What you've said should remain what you've said. And then now, to prevent future tantrums, make sure that you've prepared in advance. Know that it is a possibility for this to happen, but you can also make sure that you've scheduled your appointments, or play dates, or whatever it is, you're shopping at the time when they are at their best. So you know your toddler better. So maybe after they have eaten, they are at their best. After they have woken up in the morning or in the afternoon, they're at their best. Then you can schedule your trips outside along those timelines, so that they are at their best at that time when you're going out. You don't want to deal with an angry and tired child out there in public. So preparation actually is a good way to help you prevent a toddler tantrum, which is what we want, and not actually to deal with the tantrum itself. So thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I hope you learned one or two things. Let me know your strategies of handling your toddler tantrums in public. Please share this video, subscribe. We have more videos of toddlers and how to teach to develop toddler discipline, and check them out. Please subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for being here.